Synchronic stars Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan as two New Orleans paramedics whose lives are ripped apart after they encounter a series of horrific deaths linked to a designer drug with bizarre, otherworldly effects. This is written and directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, who have directed the horror films Resolution, Spring, and The Endless, none of which I've seen, though I've heard good things about all of them. And this is arguably their biggest film yet, which is unfortunate as it was released in theaters at the end of October when attendance was pretty low, and it's one film that probably flew right under the radar that deserves way more attention than it probably got, because it is an expertly crafted horror film. I really didn't know what to expect from this going in, other than that it was going to be a very trippy sort of film based on the trailer, and I'll start there, as the visuals here are stunning. While I won't get into too many specifics regarding how the Synchronic drug works, what I will say is that it does cause those who take it to experience some pretty wild imagery, and we'll get these glimpses and flashes of these vivid landscapes, and in certain instances, there will be moments where there's a blending of what's tangible and what isn't. And it makes way for some pretty intense sequences with really high stakes. I will say, the film does take a bit to find its groove, but when we start discovering more about this drug, that's when the movie gets really good. I saw this in theaters, and I was about to leap off the edge of my seat a number of times from this. There are a fair amount of twists and turns that I definitely did not see coming, and it had me engaged the entire time. Especially because we have two really enjoyable leads with compelling arcs who we care about. Both Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan are really good here. Though, one thing I'll say is, and this isn't so much of a spoiler, is that while they are paramedics who work together, there are more scenes of both of these characters on their own dealing with separate issues rather than of them together. Though what each of them go through aren't totally disconnected and actually do feel one another's stories. Mackie gets by far way more screen time than Dornan does, and even though he gets second billing here, this is really his movie. And while outside of a few moments where he acts like a bit of an ass, I did like how they handled Dornan's character, I was way more invested in what was going on with Mackie. Especially as it touches upon themes such as escapism, the contemplation of one's entire life, and doing something meaningful. And I said this before, but 2020 was kind to Mackie, as he hasn't been in too many good films where he's front and center, yet in 2020 we got him in both this and The Banker on Apple TV+, which I also thoroughly enjoyed. I know my descriptions of what takes place in this film are a little vague, but honestly, it ended up not being the movie I was expecting it to be, thanks to a trailer that did a good job of not revealing much. So even though it's been out for a while now, I don't think a lot of people saw it, so I don't want to give anything away. All I'll say is it's a great movie that's certainly worth your time, and I hope we see more from Benson and Moorhead. Synchronic gets an 8.5 out of 10. So, let me know, did you see Synchronic, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like the concept? Did you enjoy the performances? And what's one of your favorite horror movies? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you next time.